Hi, Dr. Sharita here, coming to you with the weekly recap. My guest on this week's She Built It Boss Lady Chronicles was the amazing Dr. Verniese Lorielle. Dr. Verniese is a family physician who recently founded a luxury fashion company called VIE LORIE, and she recently released a new line of handbags on February 1st. And Dr. Vernice tells us her amazing story of resilience and triumph, and there were just all the feels imaginable. She talks to us about being diagnosed with cancer during medical school and how she was able to overcome that. And now, um, you know, was practicing medicine, but knew that there was something more for her. Um, I don't know if you've ever had this, but I know I've experienced this where you know that there's something more for you, but maybe you don't want to pursue it because you feel like you've already been given so much. You don't want to be greedy. You don't want to be ungrateful for what you already have. But I think when you get that little gnawing inside, you have to follow it. And so Dr. Vernice was open. She remained open to the possibilities, and it's a pretty remarkable story of how she ended up with this luxury handbag line. Things happened at a breakneck speed, so in less than 12 months she went from concept to an actual product launch during New York Fashion Week this past year. So there were so many lessons. I don't even know where to begin. I think the first lesson that I would highlight from her journey is the power in sharing your story. She talked about how when she was diagnosed with cancer, she was reluctant to tell her story, that sometimes she was even a little embarrassed about it. But the more she told her story, she realized the impact that it had on her patients, the hope that it gave. She didn't use these words, but it sounded like some healing that took place in her in sharing the story. And so, while we're tempted to keep quiet, it is really, really powerful for us to share our stories. So that's the first lesson. The second, you guys know I talk about legacy, and she didn't say legacy specifically, but she said she had lots of business owners in her family. Both of her parents were entrepreneurs, and she grew up in that environment. And so while she was practicing medicine and she hadn't thought about entrepreneurship specifically, she had people, role models in her life that she could look to, that showed her what it was like to own your own business and run your own business. And then the third thing that I would highlight is the power of finding a mentor. Once she knew that she wanted to pursue the luxury handbag industry, she also knew that she did not know the things that she knew that she didn't know what she needed to know, that she didn't have the connections that she needed, and that she would require a mentor. And so she sought out a mentor, and the rest, as they say, is history. And so, again, it's so important. There are people who have gone before that can teach you lessons. There's no reason for you to reinvent the wheel. If there's something you want to do, seek out someone who's done it already and follow their path. And even if it's not somebody that you can connect with in person, listen to their podcast or read their book, because there's just so much knowledge in other people that can help to make your journey a shortcut. So this is an amazing, amazing story. There's so much, I don't want to, spoil it for you, but check out the full episode here. Check out VIE LORIE. I love the name of this brand, and it's a play on her name, Vernice Lorielle. The first part of her first name, the first part of her last name. However, when she researched, it means life of victory. And I just think that that's so amazing and so profound. So again, check out the full episode here. Check out VIE LORIE, and we will see you next week. Take care.